Hey friends, Eric the Mind Control Guy. Real quick before I gotta go to work. Um, some interesting things I've been stumbling onto lately, different sources. And one of them, there was a group down in Alabama and Mississippi that declared war on Walmart. In fact, the FBI just picked up 5 people that arsoned 5 different Walmarts out there, 2 in 1 day. And then here the other day we had a big fire in Plainfield, Indiana, brand new Walmart distribution center. Obscure fire happened on the 3rd floor, and just in a matter of a few minutes, boom, the whole place is engulfed in flames. And so that ain't good. And then from a source that gets info on the inside, and you can find this on YouTube yourself. They're saying all this business over there in the Ukraine, even though it's a war, it's also a false flag operation. And I'm thinking, what the hell would a war be doing for a false flag operation? And then I got to thinking what another source I was talking to about a week or so ago told me, that the whole thing in Fukushima, not too many years ago, was done with 6 nukes. What the hell was that for? One, they wanted to see if they could do it. Why? Remember the movie 2012 and the movie The Day After Tomorrow, which I've mentioned this before. I've mentioned it on Coast to Coast. And where they show those 2 scenes where one in the movie Day After Tomorrow, where that ginormous wave comes barreling through New York City. And that's on, you could see that in the folding of the dollar bills. You remember the 20, when you fold it a certain way, you can see the Twin Towers smoking, and you flip it around, you see the Pentagon smoking. Well, you see the same thing basically with a $100 bill. And you fold it that way, and you look, and it looks like a big old thing of water's coming right down New York City. And then there's movie 2012. So it's a ginormous wave comes in and barrels over Washington, D.C. And I got to thinking about that. Well, they tested over here to see if it can be done. And you're like, what the hell's going on? Have they already showed us these things? Yeah, they have. They showed us in that movie, but also it came out in 2007. I think it was a video game. I believe it was called Fallout 4. And there was a picture in USA Today. It's all over the internet now. And it shows Washington, D.C. left in ruins. Not from a nuclear blast, from what looks like water. Like a giant wave came and just bowled over the entire city. And then later on, of course, the water receded. And this is what's left. And I'm thinking, is that the big plan? Is that the reason all our eyes are on Ukraine right now? Some powers that be, some bunch of rogues, everybody's talking about having nukes. Is that what they're going to do? Are they going to bowl over Washington, D.C.? Are they going to do to D.C. and New York City what they did to Fukushima? Time will tell. But there's been something big in the works for a long time. Stepping stones. First, they did Oklahoma City back in 1995 and blamed it on the militias. And then they pulled off 9/11, which there was images of planes crashing into the Twin Towers years before it ever happened. And now, very likely, they're going to basically blow Washington, D.C. off the map. And they've already showed us what it's going to look like. But anyway, the things I said about the war in Ukraine being a false flag, there's multiple stories up there, professionally done stories, on YouTube. And you folks might want to go check that out. And like I say, the video game Fallout 4, where it shows D.C. left in ruins. And plus, they've already shown us the ginormous waves that bowl over Washington, D.C. in the movie 2012. And then the other one that came through New York City. in the movie The Day After Tomorrow. Now, when I was getting my memory back years ago, and I was seeing all these events, futuristic events, and I just didn't know what to make of them. Why am I seeing this crap? One of the things I saw, I remember there was water, like a wave, and there was a helicopter up here, and the water was coming just below the struts. I go, what the hell's this all about? Except the wave I saw was about 1,100 foot. Guess where it was headed to? DC. And like I said, when I was getting my memory back, I was getting so many ugly memories of things that happened to me, but I was also getting memories of things that hadn't happened yet. That was one of them. And now with all this stuff going on now, I'm kind of wondering, are we going to see it in our time? Are we going to see it in 2002 or 2023? We're definitely going to see something nasty, really nasty, before the current administration is up. But as a stepping stone, I wonder if this is really the big one. First it was Oklahoma City, then it was 9/11. Then is it going to be DC? And also portrayed in the movie 2012, Yellowstone erupts. The thing is, if Yellowstone erupts, I really don't think Yellowstone is going to erupt on its own. I think it's going to be triggered. Yellowstone triggers, if they drop a nuke in the caldera or something, Yellowstone blows, United States is basically going to be a wasteland. It's not going to be any good to anybody. It kind of makes me wonder if the movie 2012 was future history in the making. We'll see. I got to get to work. Take care, friends. Thanks for listening. And research this stuff yourself. Bye-bye.